What's good, YouTube? It's your boy back with another video. Alright, today we're going to talk about what is most attractive to women. Alright guys, so for this video we're going to go back to that research format. I got a whole bunch of citations for you guys and peer-reviewed studies. But before we get into that, okay, so when I was doing the research on this video, I was extremely intrigued by the answers that a lot of these women were coming up with on the surveys, right? So I'll show you some on the screen right now. Alright, so like we've got the typical, just boningtobeastly.com survey. Got arms, chest, shoulders, abs, back, like all the stuff that you would expect, okay? And then this one was like that face, that ass, his chest, his back, shoulders, neck, and jawline. Guys, what I realize is if you search for the most attractive body part for women, like it's never gonna come up as one body part. It's always gonna be like a multitude of different things. So I googled it, I straight up googled attractive man body, as you can see, and there's all these pictures of guys, and they all have like one thing in common, is that they're pretty well built all around. If you notice, like none of them only have like a strong bicep and then the rest of them is like a dad bod. Like they're all like pretty evenly developed and they all look like symmetrical, okay? Look at this guy, like he's like the ideal like slim fit body, okay? Like his pecs are developed, his abs, his shoulders are pretty developed too, his delts. Okay, so what this made me realize is it may not only be one particular body part in particular that the ladies are liking, okay guys? So this first study is from Royal Society Visual Perception of Male Body Attractiveness. Now, I'm not going to bore you guys with this whole entire book, but pretty much what the abstract says is that body proportions associated with fitness will enhance body attractiveness. Okay, it was also found that there's an optimal waist to hip ratio. It's going to be super important, guys, at 0.8, and deviations from this optimal waist to hip ratio reduce male body attractiveness. Okay, so what this source is talking about here is the waist to hip ratio, guys. If you look at men's physique models, I just literally typed that in. All these guys have like, you notice they have like a V shape. It's like their shoulders are out and their torso goes in, okay? And the reason that is because psychologically, guys, like women like this, like women are attracted to this, like they like, this V taper that guys have. It's like, it's a signal, it signals in their brain like, oh, like you're fit and you're strong, okay? It doesn't matter how much muscle you have, just you have this V shape, guys. And I found this guy right here. He looks like he's got the ideal like 0.8 WHP, waist to hip ratio, WHR, waist to hip ratio, okay? If you look at maybe this guy right here, his is a little smaller. His is going more to like 0.7, 0.75. That's a little bit too much, guys. His waist is a little bit too small, and you can go off that like strong man, or even worse, like that manlet appearance, especially if you're a shorter guy. So really the best thing is this one right here, where it's like his waist isn't too small, but you can still see it's obviously like his shoulders are broad, his lats like come out a little bit, and he's got defined abs. I think that's really the best way to go, okay? In our website here, WCS Strength, sexiest body parts according to opposite sex. This one is torso, and then they have arms and back and shoulders. And I pretty much agree with this, guys. Okay, the torso, going back to this guy, like chest and your shoulders and traps and back all help to shape that V, shape that aesthetic body look that's so coveted. Okay, and arms, guys, like arms, this is an interesting one, because like if you look at all these physique models, like none of them have like huge arms, like none of them have ginormous triceps, okay? That's more in like bodybuilding, you'll see like the huge giant oversized triceps. But these guys, they have small triceps. Their biceps are bigger than their triceps because that's aesthetically pleasing, right? Like look at these guys' biceps. Look at their arms. Their biceps aren't that big because it's not aesthetic to have like this huge bulging mass of meat around your arm, okay? Like that's like some bodybuilding stuff, okay? Like women don't like that, like just that big manlet appearance. Like no, like guys, bodies like this, bodies like these are good, okay? Guys, so this next study is sexual selection, women's preferences for the male physique. This one is from the Moravian Museum. And again, I'm not going to bore you with the whole entire abstract, but to just sum it up, the silhouettes were fashioned after photographs from Sheldon. It was expected that the most mesomorphic male body type pretty much would be chosen as the most attractive, but the study found actually it's not true. The silhouette that scored the highest in attractiveness was one with a balanced proportion of the three components with slight predominance of ectomorphy. So what that means, guys, translation, this is all three of the body types. There's like ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorph. Okay, they expected like this guy to be the most attractive to women. It's like very athletic, muscular build, but by and large, women actually favored the ectomorph more. And I believe it, guys. I believe it. Like, how many womanizers do you know that are like tall and skinny kinda, but they have hella game? And you know, like women are like, oh, you're so tall. Like, guys, like I believe it. Like this body type right here is called an ectomorph. Okay, they have the upper hand, really. It's not the mesomorph or the endomorph. Okay, and of course there's there's gonna be outliers. There's gonna be, you know, random girls that want like the endomorph, you know, the manlet looking figure, like the NFL running back looking guy, okay, but that's not all of them, okay? That's like a certain percentage. But if we're talking by and large, it's hard to just categorize like this whole gender into one, but by and large, if you want to have the most success, this body type is what's going to do you the best. Okay, you can see he's a little bit muscular, but he's still like slim. He still has that nice waist to hip ratio. He's got abs. He's toned, still muscular, but more on this ectomorph slim side. Okay, that's going to be the most appealing to women across the most countries from what I've seen. Like even I think am a little bit too muscular for some women. So guys, take this into account, okay? Like you may in fact be getting too muscular if your goal is to attract women. I mean, do what you want, do what you want to do, which is best for you. So guys, to close it out, if you had to narrow it down to one or two body parts, okay, I wouldn't do that, but if you had to force me, I would probably say something like the chest or the biceps. But as the study showed, women are not universally attracted to only one body part. Sure, like maybe 1/3 of them may like nice arms, for instance, but there's always that other 2/3 that are gonna like the forearms and the shoulders or the abs or the strong neck and the strong frame, okay? So instead of going with the one or two body parts like that they all crave, it just doesn't exist, okay? Instead, I'm gonna say the most important body part is just having a V-shaped torso. That man's physique shaped body doesn't have to be too muscular or too veiny either, but it's for the most part, it's the most universally attractive look, okay? And guys, anyone can do this. Like, just eat right, take care of your health, drink water, go running, lift weights moderately. Guys, anyone who tries to achieve this body can achieve it with abs and veins and all that and muscles. Like this is a way easier physique to obtain than like an Arnold Schwarzenegger bodybuilding physique, okay? So you don't have to be The Rock, or you don't have to be Terry Crews, okay, to get girls, all right? In fact, if you're skinny or if you're skinny fat, you're probably starting off from a better place, honestly, because not only you have to do is lose like 10% body fat, go to the gym, put on some muscle. So if you like this video, like it and subscribe for more content. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.